It's time for Recipe of the Day. I have to say that I've always struggled with avocado, getting the pit out and then peeling it so that I can get nice slices. You know, if I'm making guacamole or mashing it up or pureeing it, like for that delicious avocado cottage cheese toast I told you about, then it doesn't matter so much. The avocado can get kind of messy and smooshed as you're trying to get it out of the skin, trying to get the pit out of there, no problem. But if you want really nice slices for a salad or to put in a sandwich, or if you're doing like tacos or something and you want those like really nice looking slices, that is what I've always found challenging, but I have figured out how to do it, and it is done very safely without you needing to whack a sharp knife towards the palm of your hand. I see people do this all the time. I will even say that I do it sometimes, and it's kind of dangerous. So we're going to talk about how to get the pit out and how to peel and slice an avocado so that you get really nice slices. That's what I'm telling you how to do today. And I'll just say that this is one of those things that I am telling you how to do with audio only, and it is something that maybe you do want a visual for. I do not yet have a video for this up, but it is coming soon, but I do have pictures. So if you go to the link that I'm putting in the show notes of this podcast episode, or if you go to thecookful.com and search for avocado, you will see some pictures. There is a nice picture tutorial there, and so you can see how to do it, and the video will be up soon, and so that'll help too. But for audio purposes, we're going to do this, and I think it's going to make sense. So you get out your avocado, you want it to be reasonably ripe so that, you know, if you sort of push on it with your thumb, you just indent slightly. I will say if it is not ripe enough, the quickest way to ripen it is to put it in a paper bag with a banana, and like, I'll say even sometimes as short as 4 hours, that avocado has softened. So I tend to buy my avocados while they're still hard, and then I leave them on the counter until like the day before I want to use them. And if they're not softened by then I put them into the paper bag with the banana. And if while they're on the counter, they do start to get that little bit softer, then I transfer them to the fridge, and that tends to slow down the ripening. So then they last for that couple of extra days. So that is how I handle this whole avocado, when will it be ripe situation. And it works pretty well. So you have an avocado at this point that is just nice to your touch, just yields a little bit. And you're going to take a knife and make a cut along the length of the avocado straight down to the pit. And then with your knife still pointing down, you're going to lift it up off the cutting board, lift the avocado up off the cutting board with the knife in it, and just turn the avocado around the knife so that you're going all the way around the circumference of the avocado. That is how people normally do this. I'm sure you've seen this before. Then get rid of the knife, and you're going to twist the two halves of the avocado, and that's going to help them come apart from each other. One half will have the pit in it, one half will not. The half that does not have the pit in it, just set that aside for a moment. The one with the pit. Now, this is where people often will take the avocado in their hand, skin side against their palm, and then take a big heavy knife and whack the pit hard, and then the pit wedges into the knife really good, and then you just twist the knife and the pit comes out. But that is dangerous. If you miss, you can hit your hand with a sharp knife, and we do not want to do that. Certainly if you're like teaching children how to pit an avocado, this is not something that you want to show them. Or if you're not strong enough to have that knife hit into that pit really well, you also don't want to do that. Instead, take a little paring knife, or sometimes a spoon will work if the avocado is ripe enough, and you're just going to cut like the avocado flesh around the pit. Go all the way around, and then you just kind of wedge under it. This is best to do with the spoon now. Wedge under it and slowly pop it out. With a lot of avocados, it's going to come right out, and you're going to have a nice half there. Sometimes though, the pit comes out with some of the avocado attached. It looks a little bit messier. That's fine. You have that one nice pristine half that didn't have the pit in it. We're going to get really pretty slices from that, and you're going to get some really nice slices from your not as nice half as well. So that's what we do now. What you do is you take your avocado half that did not have the pit in it, and you want it skin side down, and you are cutting it lengthwise across the length of it to make 2 avocado wedges. And then you do that with the other half, which might be a little bit messier, the one that had the pit in it. Now you have 4 quarters of your avocado. Pick up one of those quarters and go to the pointy end, and you're just going to peel the skin off from the avocado flesh, just like working it off of there so it has a little space. And then once it's off a little bit, you just peel that whole thing off. It comes off in one piece, and you have this really nice looking avocado wedge that has no denting in it. You haven't scraped it with a spoon or anything like that. And then you can chop or slice that, and they look just perfect. And then you do that for all 4 quarters and you have your avocado slices. So that is how I get nice avocado slices from an avocado safely, no fuss. It's actually really easy once you do it. Go and have a look at those pictures on thecookful.com, and I will put the link in the show notes for that. Or you can head to cookthestory.com/ROTD and get the link there. Everything there is arranged by date, so it's helpful to know that today is September 30th of 2025. Last day of the month. How crazy is that? Okay, I am Christine Pittman from cookthestory.com, thecookful.com, the all-new chicken cookbook, and from this podcast, Recipe of the Day. I hope you have a great day. Let's get cooking.